advocate for this movement because our lives at this point depend on it.
Well, it wasn't their school or their classmates scarred forever by a deadly school shooting last week, but some students at Cheney High School want their community to know that they stand with those Parkland, Florida students as they demand change today. In just a matter of days, 2 Cheney High School students were able to organize a walkout asking their classmates to leave class early and gather outside, all to start a conversation. Students in schools across the country did the same in a show of solidarity. Classrooms in Washington, D.C., South Florida, Minnesota, Iowa, and Texas left emptier at noon today as students stepped out to speak up. KXLY4's Caroline Rourke working for you. She was in Cheney, where dozens of students braved the cold to make their voices heard.
When Maura Duffy and Kyra Gardner hung up flyers here at Cheney High School yesterday, they had no idea whether 5 students or 50 would answer their call to action. Not that it mattered. These girls would have walked out even if it was just the 2 of them.
We started packing and students were watching us, and as we stood, people just looked in confusion, and I'm okay with that.
But when they stepped through their school's main door, they were not alone.
Safer school, safer guns! Kids can make a change. We organized this and talked to our admins to get something this large, and we never expected it to go so well and have such a huge turnout with so many stories.
Kyra and Maura, who goes by her last name, spoke and then listened to their classmates. Some talked about guns, some about mental health, but they all spoke primarily about change.
This is just something that we had been talking about when we heard it happen, and we were both like, this is insane. This really shook us.
Duffy even talked about it with her mom, who came to school to watch today.
They don't know what to do, and they feel like they're not being heard, and they feel like it's a hopeless situation, and she goes, I just have to do something.
A weekend of planning, flyers pinned up yesterday, and the support of dozens of classmates today is a start.
Even though it happened all the way across from us, we can still help and try to make a difference.
Duffy and Kyra said they notified their administration of their plans. The principal of Cheney High School told us today that students who walked out will not face disciplinary action. Other walkout events have been staged throughout the remainder of this school year at schools across the nation, including one on April 20th, the anniversary of Columbine. The students at today's event say they'd like to be involved with those as well. From Cheney High School, Caroline Rourke, KXLY4 News.